Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. How is everybody? How is everybody? Make sure you all hit the thumbs up, and like the video, share the video so that we can beat YouTube's algorithms that suppresses certain voices. And if you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button and the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you will get notified anytime I am going live or I'm uploading a video. Um, yes, so make sure y'all do all that. Hit the thumbs up button and share the video with your network. And make sure that you, if you're not subscribed to the channel already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell. So let's just like get right into it, right? Let's have like a family discussion. I got a few updates that I want to share with everybody because I've been finding some things recently just hard to believe. Um, I am, an activist. I'm an organizer. I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a lover of Black the world over. Sorry about that. This happened last time. But I have a deep sense of love and responsibility to the Black community and to humanity as a whole. For people that know me, have been knowing me for years, knowing me whether it's through the work, whether it's personally, um, you know, I am who I am. Like what you see is what you get. There's nothing fake about me. I'm a very, very authentic person. Um, and I'm noticing recently relationships, long relationships that I've had with people have been stretched. I would say they have been um, under duress, right? During this whole time around the response to further government control and further sort of consolidation of power by both corporations and I apologize. Peace, peace, brother. I'm encouraging everybody. If you're here, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. So like the video, make sure you share the video and invite other people into the space so that we can have a good conversation. And then make sure that you're subscribed to the channel if you're not already. So thanks. And I also want to see your comments. I want this to be an interactive conversation. And I won't keep you all too long, not at all. So let me finish, just sharing that an elder, someone that I consider family, someone that I have love for, still love, and someone I would say I had a deep amount of respect for. Just yesterday, it shocked me with the exchange that I had with this person. So a lot of people are becoming more intolerant, if you will, and it's being encouraged, through the media. It's being encouraged by the government. It's being encouraged by corporations for people to become intolerant of people who are asking for um, people who are, want body autonomy, right? People who are saying, you know what, I'm not necessarily anti-vax, or let me be careful with that word because YouTube strikes people. The censorship is unreal by these big companies, so I need to figure out another word to say. But anyway, so people who have said, you know what, to each his own, do your thing, but for me and my family, we're going to wait until we see some more evidence some more long-term, studies, some more, um, just evidence of the safety and efficacy of this particular uh, gene therapy in this particular injection that is a new technology. So I shared a video of the sister the doctor of cellular and molecular biology who received her PhD from the University of Michigan Medical School. If you haven't seen that video, if you're Facebook friends of mine, it is on my page. Countless people have shared it all over social media. David Banner, if you want to go to Instagram, shared the video yesterday if he hasn't taken it down or if Instagram hasn't taken it down. And it's a 8.5 minute, very thorough, very easy to understand counter narrative from an actual scientist as well. So it's not like an activist or someone who's like a historian that's like, nah, man, we don't trust these, farm companies because they've been doing X, Y, and Z. She actually broke it down, um, from a scientific perspective, and she was actually testifying in Michigan against mandates, simply because, watch the video. So I shared this video with this elder friend of mine, again, family. Um, I shared that with her, and the response kind of the response shocked me because this person is usually the kind of person who relies heavily on data, who relies heavily on expertise, who relies heavily on, you know, what I guess we would all consider good information from someone who has studied a particular subject and has a certain amount of, professional whatever. Um, the response from this elder shocked me. She immediately basically called the scientist a liar and cited a media source to contradict what the PhD in cellular and molecular biology had to say. And that threw me back. That threw me for a loop because this is not like her. Because she's like the person, she actually wrote a book on racism and anti-blackness in healthcare. So I'm thoroughly like, whoa, And so I'm having and and it is a respectful conversation. I'm having a respectful back and forth, like trying to understand her thought process. And the only thing that I could come up with is, wow, number one, number two, fear, and then number three, the overwhelming power of the media and television to um, um, influence the way people think and not actually um, rely on critical thinking or what Dr. Cornell West calls Socratic questioning. I got to tell you something about myself, and I learned this about myself. Um, I would say maybe about 10 or 15 years ago. Although as a child, I was always told this, but I have always been a little different, right? Meaning that I was the kind of child growing up that questioned things. I remember being in church or going to church like with my great grandmother and everything, and the kind of questions I would ask would get me in trouble. I was even spanked once for questioning, right? So I was disobedient, right? Like a disobedient child, so to speak. And so I received a lot of corporal punishment as a child and at school. So lots of whippings for being disobedient. And I realized maybe about 10 or 15 years ago that I'm grateful that it wasn't beaten out of me, because I see a lot of obedient grown folks not questioning a damn thing, otherwise, actually very intelligent people who have turned off any sense of critical thinking or historical analysis. And these are otherwise like very smart people. Some of them have like the highest level of a college degree. They're doctored, and some people, who are in this movement of social justice, who understand, very clearly, you know, that the police are not, for our community. Like they'll get that, but suddenly they think that the pharmaceutical companies or the healthcare industry in general, like all of a sudden these institutions are all of a sudden not anti-black racist organizations. It's been fascinating, fam. It has been fascinating this last um 18 months in general, but really I would say the last couple of weeks. I have seen people beg for more censorship. I have seen people voluntarily share their health and medical history. I have seen people um, condone and co sign doctors not treating patients. I have seen people ask for the most powerful hand of the oppressor to be brought down on people who question or have a different narrative. Um, and that has been something that is really highly, go ahead, sweetie. That's something that has been really highly concerning. I'll use that word. Something that's been very, very concerning. And I got to be honest with you, I'm sad about that, man. I'm really sad about that, because we're entering into a phase, family. Well, once some things happen, we won't be able to reverse them. You know, we won't be able to reverse them. I appreciate y'all. I'm trying to read the comments as they come in. Please, yeah, continue to interact. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And yeah, make sure y'all hit the thumbs up button and share this video out widely if you can, so we can have a good family discussion. But what are you all saying? Is this something, I mean, have you all been surprised? Is this something that you expected? Like, I'm seeing people like, yo, it's so sad, man. And I'm just like, there are people that want to deny um, any kind of um, questioning of the narrative that's heavily being purported in the media. And there are people who agree and support um, doctors, other scientists, um, and other, people who have a different scientific opinion. The people are actually agreeing with them losing their license, losing their way of life, and being censored. And I'm like, what? Did I wake up in a movie? Like, what? What? Mommy, you know? And so I so I just wanted to come and talk to you all about that and just see what you all have been seeing. What have you all been seeing, in terms of on your social media? I'll take that, dear. in terms of on like your social media, in terms of like, just in your network, and and I guess even in your family, because I'm seeing more and more divisiveness, more and more splits. Um, Otherwise, you know, this is happening with people who would normally agree on different things. And yeah, I'm sorry, man. I'm kind of struggling a little bit because this is really highly hurtful, I would say. And there are people who agree that people shouldn't even have health access to health care, shouldn't have access to go to the grocery store, like have access to otherwise live if they're not forced to be injected with this new mRNA technology that has not had long-term studies of its uh, safety and efficacy. Um, and and be clear, this is not about, and watch the media play, right? Like watch how the manipulation happens with you labeling people, they're other, they're bad, and black people should know better. Like we have always been the other and the bad, and so labeling people anti-vaxxers, when I know so many people, including myself, that are not necessarily anti-vaxxers. Like we've had vaccines as a child, and like some of our children, probably most of our children have had some vaccines. So it's not about like being quote unquote anti, you know, vaxxer, as you commonly hear now. It's about the fact that the vaccines that at least that we receive, their children, have been around for decades, have been, stood the test of time of being safe and everything. And so for people who are saying, I want to like just take a step back and wait, like just let's just see how everything plays out, you know? Um these people are being shunned in our community, in our world, um as other. And one of the things that I'm seeing across the world, and I don't know if you all like have connections with other people that live in other countries, but I visited Jamaica um, a couple weeks ago, and Black people there are extremely clear that they don't want anything to do with this current iteration of an injection. Um, I've been seeing or hearing from other folks that I know that live in other Black countries, the same is true in Antigua, um, African countries like Tanzania, and like you don't hear that though commonly, in the media, and but then when you hear about like white people protesting it, you usually hear that, oh, these are right wing, nut jobs. These are like Nazis, and these are people, who believe in Trump, whatever. Like, I don't, yeah, whatever. I mean, like people saying that about people in Europe, and I'm just like, okay, maybe they do. I don't know, but I don't see anybody questioning the complete consolidation of power that's currently happening across the globe, not just in the United States, but across the globe, um, of the top 1%, the most wealthy people. If you look at this last 18 months, have become even wealthier. So it's it's really troubling, family. It's really troubling. It's extremely troubling. And I again, like I said, I'm sad about it because I have a deep amount of love, um, respect, for humanity, just generally, but especially for Black people. Um, a lot of love, of course, for Black people, not just here in the United States, but the world over. And I'm sad that there will likely be an uptick in repression and oppression, um, from those who continue to resist this so-called new normal. Mm-mm. So yeah, y'all continue to leave your comments. Let me know what your thoughts are. Um, and how you're planning to like move, how you're planning to live, how you're planning to just in general, um, I guess, live life. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Um, yeah, I just had to kind of get that off my chest and see where other folks were on that. But you all take care. Um, be well, stay safe, and yeah, talk to you all soon.